Good morning, everyone. This is my low voice. I use it in the mornings because it's easier to do.
Did you make an obstacle course for me?
I didn't make an obstacle course. It's called...
I need you to move your plate.
It's called this.
Further.
This is my domain. And I don't clean it up all the time.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's one of the reasons I didn't want to do Extra Life up here.
I would have cleaned for Extra Life. I would have done that. But yeah, you know, I work on things in chunks, and sometimes some of those chunks sit around for like
a long time.
Yeah. Brandon says, it's not an obstacle course. It's just a mess. Thank you. Thank you. How is everyone?
Sagan.
Is everyone good? How are you, Sagan? You good?
He was waiting right here for you.
Yeah, he's been a good cat. You went down here? He waited on the couch at the edge here for like...
a long time.
A long time. But then he jumped on top of the chair, so whatever. Is everyone doing good this morning? It's a really relaxed morning for me. Like, I'm feeling real...
relaxed?
Real relaxed.
How about we trade breakfasts, because the tortillas look good.
But you covered yours in cheese.
I know, and?
I'm not... I'm
dump your eggs, and I'll take the tortilla.
I'm still doing good on this whole, like...
No dairy.
Yeah. I had a frozen pizza. Oh, now you're coming over. Hi, pal. I had a frozen...
eggs.
Don't you eat...
Oh, that's too peppery.
Oh, kitty.
Oh.
He sniffed the pepper, but it was too close to his nose. Yeah, I had a frozen pizza. That was like one of the last things I had that had cheese on it, besides my big block of cheese. And I finished that up, so I'm nearly to the point where there's no cheese left and no dairy stuff left, because that's what I want to try, is going dairy free and see how that affects my stomach. Butter is dairy, though.
Yeah, and there's butter in the eggs, sorry.
Also, getting away from butter is going to be hard, but just the act of cutting dairy down is probably going to help. And that's what I'm hopeful for. Like, there's not really like a game plan with that. It's just, we'll cut it down and we'll see what happens. We'll hope that good things occur. Steven's idea of no dairy apparently means eat all the dairy in sight. Well, yeah. That way it's out of sight, and then and then there won't be any left.
And then you won't get any more.
And then I won't get any more. It's just, it's hard to do something like that. Because, like, we have stuff, and it's like, oh man, we have to, like...
You shouldn't have married a girl from Wisconsin.
You can still eat cheese.
Oh, I know.
And, like, I can still eat cheese, but, like, for right now, just go as cheese dairy-free as possible. Binging isn't cutting out. Yeah, but it has to go away. Remember...
Steven can't let things go bad.
Remember, more important than your diet is food waste. Food waste bad. Everyone's got things that are, like, they feel more strongly about. For me, personally, it's food waste. So, like, I gotta eat the food... and then I'll try this thing out. I'm in the process, though. When I go out to eat now, I don't get any cheese or anything like that. So I'm trying to get myself in the mindset of it, and it's weird. It's weird. You know how weird it is to order a burger without cheese? I hear some people do that willingly. Who are you? Like, if you're lactose intolerant, then sure, I get it. But to just to choose...
And that might be you.
Huh?
That might be you, lactose intolerant.
Maybe. Maybe. There they are! They're coming out! I don't order cheese on a burger ever. See, like, It's called a burger, Stephen. Otherwise, it's a cheeseburger. I mean, I understand it, but like, it's just cheese and a burger is just so synonymous to me. It's like, well, that's just what it comes together. Hate American cheese. See, if I was just sitting around eating American cheese, I'd be like, this isn't
the worst.
This is the worst. But on a burger, they collectively become something else. It's like a different product.
I only like American cheese and grilled cheese.
These little hiccups.
I see that.
Well, what about the burger?
I mean, yeah. Normally, there's not really.
Because like if you go to Five Guys, like that's American cheese, and it's, you know, it's something else.
More love.
Blue cheese is good on a burger. Spiffle has good opinions.
Yes.
Blue cheese is good in general, but a lot of people are a little iffy on it.
I got some blue cheese downstairs.
Huh?
I got some downstairs. Oh, he's a good boy.
Anyway, we ran out of.
Do you hear him?
I wish I had a way to more easily just.
Like him?
Yeah, cause you're sweet.
Oh, you're the best.
You're a sweet boy. You're purring. You happy to be around today? Yeah. Yeah, we ran out of bread. So, doing
eggs on tortillas.
Egg tortillas. We had some tortillas left over, so it's like, again, the food waste thing. I'm like,
how can I eat these tortillas?
yeah, what's the most efficient way? And they're a little past their prime. They're not bad, just a little past their prime, so they're getting a little hard on the edges. And it's like, it's okay. Okay.
Little breakfast tacos. If only you had, like, bacon and cheese.
You're a traitor to your brand, Stephen. Well, Ed, this is still bread. I didn't toast it. I don't think Mal would let me put these in the toaster.
No, I think that would be a bad idea.
Mal has strong opinions about fire hazards and things you shouldn't put in the toaster. So I try to listen.
What do I think of plain Greek yogurt? I don't like it. At all. I'll ask because I like sour cream.
You've eaten it before, though.
I have, but I don't like it.
And well, it's like very plain.
Yes.
Like very plain. I don't know if I've ever tried it, but I don't think I would like it. I barely like normal yogurt. There was a strange period in my life, and it didn't last like terribly long, but for a while I was buying there's like Yoplait things, like the strawberry Yoplait, and that was like my breakfast snack. This was in like maybe a Colombia or something. That's how long ago it was. It was like 8 or 10 years ago, but it was like a 6-month thing. Oh yeah, Mecca's not from around, from the U.S. Yoplait, Yoplait. Yoplait.
It's a brand.
It's a brand. And yeah, when I say it, I realize that it looks like it's written Yo Play, but yeah, what chat said. It's a yogurt brand. Should I even attempt? You play?
Coffee.
I can't even try those words. But it's pronounced Yoplait. The brand is pronounced. The brand is pronounced Yoplait. The lady on the commercial told me. So I have relative certainty. Chaz says, "Let's Plays her now." Yo, plays.
Hi, sweetheart.
Is Yoplait the brand that had the girl from the Halloween movies?
I don't remember at all. Oh,
Can't remember her name.
Darling.
Or if I'm thinking of... No, I'm thinking of Activia. Yeah. Yeah, Activia. Activia. Here comes Michael Myers. Really should have did like a crossover there.
Thomas is mailing out Halloween cards tomorrow.
Oh, good.
You're getting Sagan.
I
Watch
see.
out for his tail.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Thank you, Ed. That's it. You've never seen the Halloween movies. So you don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know who's in them.
Do you?
I just can't think of their names or faces. But I'd be like, oh yeah.
It would be fun to watch like a scary movie. You know.
No. Oh, Doodle says, mailing cards? What? Are you my grandma? Thomas is very sweet, and he has all of our addresses, like, in Stephen Plays friend group, Stephen Friends group. And he mails cards out for everything, and it's really nice. And Chess says, that's why you are the better friend. Yep.
Mail is very important. Yeah, I'm trying to think when the last time I mailed a card was. Or mailed...
You mailed Thomas something the other week, and
Yeah.
he's never gotten it.
I know. And that just goes...
Probably got lost.
That just goes to show that we should never mail anything.
Well, it was tiny. It was this big, and it came in an envelope this big.
It was way smaller than
Probably
that.
got stuck in the rollers somewhere.
Way smaller than that. Yeah, it's it was the envelope. The envelope was the size of a
Credit card.
smaller, like a business card.
Okay.
Like, it was just a little tiny thing. Thomas says that is gone. They might find it on the floor one day.
And it'll show up in 5 years.
Should I just ruin the surprise?
I don't know. See what Thomas wants.
Because Thomas, I could tell you what was in it if you want, but
He says you can.
okay, there was nothing in it.
There was.
No, there wasn't. There was a card in it, and we didn't write anything in it. It was a blank card.
I asked him if he wanted to, and he said no, it'll be funnier if I send a blank card.
I got you a greeting card, and it had a
Squirrel driving a car?
yeah, it had a picture of a squirrel driving a tiny car on the front with no text. And then I wrote nothing inside, and I tried to mail it to you, and now it's gone. And I think it's almost fitting that the universe decided you can't have this. Because I put it in the mail, and they're like, no.
Thomas said his brother sent him an envelope and put nothing in it, but wrote inside the envelope, "This is what Prague smells like."
That is funny. That is funny. Yeah, well, maybe one day you'll get this card. But yeah, we were at the Hallmark store. And at
Getting birthday cards.
I was getting a card for my parents. A birthday card for my mother and a belated birthday card for my father. And while I was there, I said, my sweet friend, my dear sweet friend Thomas, is always mailing things. And I think I would like to send him something. And we found these tiny cards with tiny envelopes. And Mao told me, she said, I'm pretty sure that you should put that in a bigger card / bigger envelope. And I said, nope. I'm mailing it like this. And I had to write real small to get all the information on the envelope. So, we'll see. We'll see. Also, yeah, I'm looking in the chat. Apparently there are Terminator
Ow.
cheers.
That was my ankle.
I don't even know what kind of brand deals Twitch has got set up. So, enjoy the Terminator cheers, I guess. There's a new Terminator movie that's either out now or out soon. Something like that. And, there's all sorts of weird brand deals happening. We went to IHOP last night, and they have an entire... What do they call the menu when it's like a...
Seasonal special?
Like a seasonal menu.
Yeah.
A little seasonal menu they give you with the thing. And, it was nothing but Addams Family. And there was like Addams Family hot chocolate, Addams Family ice cream, Addams Family pancakes, Addams Family omelet. Mm-hmm. And it was in the shape of the menu was a casket. Thanks, Thomas. But it was like all, like, that's the thing with IHOP is like they have normal food, but also the special menu is almost everything like normal items, but just covered in like icing.
Oh yeah, it was like cupcake icing, they said.
And I'm like,
well, the purple wasn't icing. That was.
I'm like,
whipped cream.
I came here to eat food.
That was whipped cream, the purple stuff.
Okay.
And then they drizzled chocolate over it. And then on the pancakes,
I mean, the pancakes were
cupcake icing. And then they put chocolate radiating out from the center and did like, they swooshed it to make it like a spider web, which is creative. Chess says, well, I'll take any excuse to put icing on things.
You go to IHOP to eat food? Weird. IHOP is such an interesting place.
Ours is, depending on who you get when you go for a server, ours can be really good or really bad.
Yeah.
And we had a really good server last night. We actually know him.
Yeah.
At this point. And we don't go all the time. We just always get him.
We
used to live next to him. And we found that out on one day and we're like, oh my god.
Yeah. We were driving by, and I was like, is that our IHOP server? And we had this weird eye lock as I drove by, and he's like in his front yard looking at me. Because we had been to IHOP often enough that like we recognized each other at the restaurant. Anyway, I have an IHOP story. But
it's gonna ruin the vlog story.
It'll be okay. But
you need to read some alerts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, let's read some alerts and I'll tell a very funny experience that happened last night at IHOP. We have from Between the Scenes subs from Saravian666, Romaji Milton Amulo, Hugplex20, Old Ramen, Rylong20, Jabberman29, A65232, and Nathan for You. Thank you all for the subs. And then this morning, Doodle hits 9 months. That's triple plus. Hey y'all, it's my sub anniversary, so I just want to say hashtag DanPrime2, one Prime game every year for Dan. Yeah, Doodle is pulling for, well, obviously, Metroid Prime 2. Because last year during Extra Life, Dan got to play Metroid Prime. So if Prime 2 gets played this year, we would let Dan work on the second game. We also got 9 months from Hugflex20 who says, figured out Twitch Prime, so now I have a Twitch baby.
Twitch baby.
In any other context, that doesn't work. I figured something out. Now I have a baby. Congrats on Triple Plus. Triforce Drummer resubscribes for 4 months. Thank you, Triforce. 5 months for Elio Lugaro, who says, yeah, another username change. As long as I can keep saying Elio, because that's a fun name to say, and I'm set. 9 months from Halaloth, who says, good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone's morning's been pretty good. Ours has been good. It's just been like real. It's been chill. I think it's chill because I worked real hard yesterday on the vlog, and it's so close to being done. And how many hours did I put into it yesterday?
All of them.
From like sun up, sun down, I was trying to get it done.
You're telling this to Chaz.
Oh, I mean, it barely took me any time. I actually spent most of the day doing other important things and not just on one thing. Chaz gonna get you.
Oh no.
Oh no! The Terminator demands a song. The Terminator is a robot. He is really a big nut. He comes, he's got a big gun, and when he comes, you better run. But only in the early ones. Later, he's a lot of fun. He becomes your friend, and he fights with you till the end. Sarah O'Connor is a person in the movies. I don't remember. I'm right? Like, in the Terminator, the Terminator is bad. Thomas says, that's a pass. Like,
it's not Friday night and you're not tired.
A whole song without crossing any lines. Well, it's a Tuesday morning. But like, yeah, the Terminator is bad, but then the Terminator is good. And there's other Terminators. Terminator is like a broad term. I'm pretty sure I've only seen the Terminator on television, which means I'm missing a lot of the Terminator. The only part and this might be spoiling the Terminator, but I won't say where it is. I'll just the thing I remember is that's like the only thing that I remember. There's a bunch of them now. I should watch it. How many times will he say the word Terminator? I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, that was 5,000 bits from Mr. Incredible Nooblord. The Terminator demands a song, refuse or be terminated. See, I didn't want to be terminated. And then also, as we've apparently learned, the Terminator cheers are giving a 10% bonus. So thank you for forcing a Terminator song. Brought to you by Terminator New Movie. Sponsored by Twitch. Because that was bonus bits also. Nooblord, thanks. 12 months sub from Renee Moss, who says, a whole year of toast and shenanigans. I always look forward to my breakfast date every Tuesday and Thursday with the grandparents. Well, we look forward to it as well. It's actually the highlight of my... I bet I'd say breakfast stream is probably the highlight of my week, every week. That and lunch bunch.
Twice a week.
Yeah. It's food. Friday streams are okay, but there's no meal.
Highlight.
There's no meal in them.
I mean, we could make it Ice Cream Friday.
Ice Cream Fridays. What you do is on some other night, like Saturday evenings, there's no games. It's just like, it's the ice cream social time, and then everyone shows up with their ice cream, and it's breakfast stream but with ice cream.
Thomas says, "Hell yeah, I see F."
Ice Cream Friday. Dinner on demand. 7 months from Sudabite. Thank you, Sudo. 12 months. I needed to clap also for Renee. I couldn't clap because I was holding a keyboard. 12 months also for Dark Overlord, who says, "Oh boy,
it's so warm up here."
I told you. I warned you. I warned
know.
you. I warned you about the heat, dog." Oh boy, it's time to be risen to the power of 1. 12 months until I'm square. Oh, math. Math, that's what that is. I was like, what does that mean? Actually, I have the cat. Would you be willing to hit the thing?
The beans?
No, the air.
Okay.
I regret heat.
Yeah.
I regret heat.
But it was so nice for 20 minutes.
Even after I hit it, I was like, I think we should do cool. And you were like, but it's cozy, and I love cozy. And I was like, I think it's going to be too hot.
It's obstacle course.
You gotta watch your feet when you're walking around up here. Just instead of doing the heat, do it on the cool and drop it like a degree.
I know how to work it.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. Cozy is good, but like at some point, cozy. Should I let Mal do the beans? What are we listening to? Something old, loud, and scary. It's very creepy. It's actually very appropriate for October. I love it.
I think you got lucky.
I got lucky?
I think Chaz realized, or wasn't around when you were saying how much work you put in.
Oh, really? Oh, good. I'll talk a little bit about that at the end and get people hyped for it because I think it's really interesting. I think people will like it. You hear the really creepy lullaby?
I do. I went downstairs. Kepi was in a strange spot.
Where is that?
He was in the dining room, like next to the stuff we gotta take to Goodwill. by the window, just sitting there. Maybe you should uncheck the song.
What do you mean, Mel? What do you mean, Mel?
No, Thomas, it's like 2 things since we last went.
Mao did not stand for that lullaby. I liked it. I need to make a Halloween playlist so when we stream on Halloween, we can have like real creepy songs.
It's still warm.
Anyway, Dark Overlord, thank you for an entire year. I had to interrupt your notification with, it's hot, it's too hot. But it was too hot. Got a sub from Monado Shield. Monado, thanks. 300 bits from Scooter Baconator. It says, hey look, it's the Terminator. Here to do something. 300 bits with the bonus because of Terminator. Squid, thank you.
Nerdy Revelries has the best Smash song. The Ashley theme.
Who's a little girl living in a haunted mansion?
Better learn my name cause it's Ashley.
250 bits from Paint Chipper. Thank you, Paint Chipper. And 200 bits from Cinder Dog, which is also a good name to say. 8 months from Calix. Says, one of my cats has started hanging out on my bed every morning while I get ready for work/school. So this morning, this morning, this resub is from me and my orange kitty named Ero. Like the character from the show. The show. Whoosh. The show. Whoosh. What's the show? The show. I'm Ero. I'm old. And then whoosh. Avatar. I got there. Last Airbender. That's it. That was yeah. It took me a minute. I was like, what's the name of the show? I was just like,
The show, whoosh.
I pictured Aang going, whoosh. I don't think he does that specifically. I mean, he can like make wind. Whoosh. Whoosh right over our heads.
Whoosh the show.
Welcome back to Whoosh. He says it half-heartedly and everything. Hey man, watch out. I'm Aang. Whoosh. That's the show. Anyway, Calix, thank you. Yankee Gal gives us up to Nightbot. Putting Nightbot at a year. Yay, Nightbot. All right. Nightbot, welcome to a year. Congratulations, Nightbot. Yankee Gal, thank you. Adrian McCandry subscribes for 7 months. It says, happy fall, guys. Looking forward to seeing Extra Life and future content. Thanks for all your hard work. No problem. No problem. And Extra Life, as a reminder, is in like 11 days? 12 days? 13 days? No, like 11. Something like that.
Yeah, something.
It's soon. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Me and Dan and Mao are real excited that Chaz will be here. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. We're gonna play video games. We've got a 10-month resub from Zach Chillman, who says, finally, a rain day on Tuesday. Don't work those days. Cemetery. A trip is coming up this weekend called Bunch of Guys Work Weekend, but also partying at a camp I go to since I was a kid called Camp Kumuntome. I think I'm saying that right. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I think the best trips are weekend trips, in my personal opinion. Having been on several trips that are longer than a week and hitting the 9-day moment where I literally start going crazy, because at 9 days on a trip I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Weekend trips are great because it's like you get to do something new and you're not gone for very long, and it's enough to be a refresher, and then you come back and things are good. Things are good. Anyway, Zach, congrats on 10 months. 500 bits from Ramen64. It says, all I know is cheeseburger. Yeah, we were talking earlier, if anyone came in late, about cheese and how I'm avoiding it. And how taking the cheese off of a burger is a very strange experience. The trick is to just load it up with other toppings. As soon as you do that...
Same with pizza.
Yeah. You poor thing.
People are calling for beans. These beans?
No, I think they mean...
These beans?
I think they mean these beans.
These beans?
Those are the beans. But
These beans?
these also are little beans. Little bean toes. Little bean
He's just going limp.
He's like, whatever. Little bean toes.
Sagan accepts his fate. Back to your lap.
Come on back. You can't get your tail in my food anymore because I ate the food. And that's nice.
He is upset.
Well, he didn't like it when he smelled the pepper.
Yeah.
He was way too close to like the pepper, and then he's cute though. Anyway, thank you to our now it's like halfway through the beans, but thank you patrons. Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Melmix if you'd like to support in that way as well. Let's continue reading some of these things so I can tell my IHOP story. It's a good story. It will spoil the story I told on the vlog, but that's okay because there's lots of people that don't watch breakfast streams, so they'll miss it. They won't know about it. 13 months from Mr. Incredible Nooblord, who says, Spallone Baba Gooscooties. Also, scrambled egg taco is slightly cursed. No. No, it's good. It's good. Scrambled egg. Also, I guess it is a taco. I don't really consider it. I just think egg in tortilla. I don't really consider it a taco, but I guess it is. 2 months from Canitos, which says, I've never resubbed before, so this is how the comments work. Neat. Yeah, once you are on your resub, so anything past 1 month, Twitch lets you include a message.
I didn't know that was different.
What do you mean?
I didn't know you didn't have a message on the first month.
Nope, you don't have a message on your first month.
Didn't know that.
I mean, unless you can, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. Which is totally possible because Twitch Grandpa. But from what I've gathered, it's from what I've gathered. 300 bits from Pixie Dreams, who says, good morning. After 2 months of unemployment and no response from prospective employers, I have a job interview tomorrow, so I decided to share my joy with the few bits I have left. Well, congrats and good luck
on the interview. Good
luck on the interview. I know that can be very
stressful.
Stressful. Just relax. You got this. And as sponsored by Terminator, let Terminator be your guide. Pro tip, don't dress up in Terminator cosplay for your job interview. That's the one piece of advice.
What if you're like getting a job doing that?
Sir, we had asked applicants to bring their Terminator cosplay. Oh God, I just thought it'd be inappropriate. 11 months from Zaraku says, morning! As a frequent consumer of breakfast tacos, I approve of today's meal choice. I almost never get them like out, but anytime I've had one that's more than just egg, they're real good. They're real good because I like the thing around here in the south. The south is like biscuits,
and grits.
Well, I was gonna say biscuit sandwiches.
Yeah.
But the biscuits themselves are very heavy, whereas the advantage of a tortilla is like not. So you get to have all the good stuff inside, and you don't feel like you ate a loaf of bread. Because some of the biscuit places, like this is exaggerated. Yeah. They hand you a bread slinky.
Brandon says biscuits being a bread thing and not a cookie.
Yeah. For all of our overseas folks, biscuits is a. I'm just like, it's a biscuit. What is? It's like a muffin.
No.
Well, it's kind of like a muffin, but bread. More bread than dessert. Is there an English equivalent word for biscuit?
Everyone's saying the thing you put gravy on.
Because I actually don't know what British people call...
Kind of like a scone, yeah, kind of like a scone, but like
I mean,
fluffier, more butter in it.
A rock. Closest to a scone. I guess they just don't have biscuits. Because, like, we have scones, and scones are not biscuits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Our scones are dry and like rocks.
Savory scones. I mean, even that's not quite right, though. That's closer. That's closer, but it's still like a heavy roll that is crumbly. It's closer to a roll than a scone, kind of. I don't know. Are biscuits a very, like, American thing? I don't know.
Thomas says English muffins are close. I don't think so.
No, what?
No.
What? I mean, kind of. Not really, but yeah. Thomas is right. An English muffin is probably a closer cousin than a scone. Thomas, do you even wear glasses? English muffins are their own thing, sure, yeah, but they're closest. But I don't know, the other parts of the world don't have biscuits.
British scones look more like biscuits.
Oh my god, that's a scone?
See, our scones are like triangle and they're sweet.
Okay, I take it back. In Britain, they're scones. That's a frickin' biscuit.
But ours are buttery.
Weird.
And probably not as healthy.
Weird. Type in American scone. Now I'm like, wait, is everything I know about scones wrong?
Yeah, ours are like triangle and tend to be filled with like blueberries.
Weird. So weird. Okay, Satsy was right on the money then. Yeah, it's a scone. It's a frickin' scone. Bizarre. 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 Absolutely bizarre. Everyone I won't bother the mods to make things appear on the screen. Just go to Google image search and type in American scone and British scone. And check them out, because like you'll be, because if you're an American and you know what a biscuit is.
Dark Overlord says scones in the UK are super buttery, but they're intended to be sweet, unlike your biscuits. Yeah, our biscuits are like salty.
Okay. Thomas says we all die. Eat more bread. Yeah, go to Google and type in British scone, and if you're an American, you'll be like, oh, that's a biscuit. Mm-hmm. But they're sweet.
But if you're British, type in American scone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ours is... American scones are like sad muffins. Dried out sad muffins.
It is true. Like, no offense to anyone who enjoys scones, but like, when I think of a scone in America, I'm like...
Last choice.
I'm like, I'll pass. I'll pass. I don't really want that at all. But yeah, it's a savory scone was actually the best thing we had. Satsy was right. Savory scone. Anyway, let me finish reading these. 3 months from GamerFox42 says, yay, 3 months. Really enjoy watching breakfast stream to help get my day going. We're happy to oblige. Thank you, GamerFox. Congrats on a plus. 150 bits from Paint Chipper. Paint Chipper, thank you once again. Appreciate it. We got a sub from Dan the Warrior 101. It's just a fun username. And also a sub from Teal Bumblebee. Thank you both. 100 bits from Matt's Pie 17. And 300 bits from Satsy, who said, freeze fruit so you can make health ice cream. That's what I've been doing. Frozen fruit cubes in
blender.
And a blender. Heck yeah. I mean...
You shouldn't have ice cream.
Yeah, I was going to say, that still would be dairy. So I should probably avoid ice cream. But if you're going to have ice cream, it seems like a good way to do it. That said, I would just make a smoothie.
Yeah.
Like, I would just, use it.
Jeff says sorbet.
Satsy says I can't dairy, and that they use
almond milk.
So that, I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's a dairy alternative. Yeah, sorbet. That's also a good idea. Yeah, I like all these things. Of course, that being said, there's been very few things in my life where I've been like, I don't like this. And usually after time, I'm like, this is great. Jesse Anorak gives a sub, and it goes to Hap Fee. I thought it said Happy. Hap Fee Niga. I think I got that right. It's a complicated one. Jesse, thank you. And I caught up on alerts. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this IHOP story. And again, this is spoiler for vlogs, but vlogs are a little behind, so there'll be a while before it comes out. And there's people that don't watch breakfast streams, so it'll still be new to them. Last night we went. Get your pillows out. Last night we went to IHOP, and we're sitting in the IHOP, and it's important to know going into the story that restaurants play music. That being said, IHOP keeps their music consistently so low that only...
You wonder if it's on.
Only if no one is in the restaurant can you strain to hear that there's music playing in the IHOP. Like, that's just how they keep it. That's just how the volume is in there. We go to IHOP last night. When we walk in, there's only one other table in the restaurant. IHOP doesn't do a lot of business in the evenings, especially in the off season, and there was just no one else in there. There was a table of like, it was a couple and like a young kid.
Yeah.
Mal and I sit 2 booths behind them. So, you know, we order or whatever. We're sitting there talking, and again, haven't even thought about music in the restaurant. 2 tables behind us, the lady talks to her waitress, flags her waitress down, and says, "Hey, could you turn the music down? It's just so loud. We're having a hard time talking." And the waitress is like visibly confused by this, like, yeah, sure, I'll see what I can do. So then she, you know, walks off, and Mal and I are just sitting there, you know, eating our food or whatever, and the waitress comes back and says, "Ma'am, I made sure that the music was low, but it's, you know, it's pretty low, like, it's, you know, it's really, really quiet." And she goes, the lady who was complaining was like, "The music is so loud.
I can't hear myself talk.
I can't even hear myself talk. That's how you hear this. You hear this music?" And the waitress is like, you know, just kind of sitting there, and she goes, "Hold on." The waitress takes 2 steps back from the table, pauses, walks towards the table, pauses, and then steps away from the music, the table again, and says, "I don't hear any music here." She's like, "I can hear it when I'm closer to the table, but I don't." And the lady at the table, she's like, could they just shut the music off?
She was kind of irrationally angry over
like, it was
something that we couldn't hear.
Me and Mal were just staring at each other because we're like, this lady's losing her mind over this. Like, she's starting to get like actually frustrated and angry about this. And there's no one in the restaurant. It's them and us. That's it. Yeah. And the waitress is like, "Yeah, I'll go talk to my manager and see if we just get the music shut off." So she goes and gets, you know, the manager or whatever. And Mal and I are like straining to even hear that there's music. The manager came out. To even hear that there's music. But it shuts off. The manager comes out and says, "Hey, just wanted to apologize that the music was too loud. You know, we went ahead and just shut it off." Again, not like they're going to be able to... I mean, there's only 2 tables, so... Yeah. Sure, turn it off. Like, Mal and I don't care. So they turn off the music. It's actually weird when this music starts because it sets the... Here, it's the wrong tone. I need a different tone. Sure, we'll go with that.
This is like the music that was playing in the IHOP before they
kind of,
yeah,
yeah. So the manager comes over and he says, you know, we turned the music off, and the lady's like, "Thank you, I appreciate it." So he walks off, and then I hear them whispering.
This lady is also very old.
I still hear. She wasn't that old.
Full white hair.
I don't think she was that old.
She had full white hair.
Oh, well, there was 4 people at the table then.
There was another table. There was the family with the kid, and then an older couple came in and sat next to them. And they were a table away from us.
Okay, well, that part's not important. Anyway, what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought.
She was complaining about the music, and the manager came out.
Okay, the manager came out, and the manager told them that they shut the music off, and the lady said thank you or whatever. But then they started whispering. They were saying, "I still hear that music. I still hear that music." So the waitress comes over, and the lady's still complaining. It's like, "I still hear that music." And the lady's like, "Ma'am, you know, is one of your phones going off? Like, maybe it's like your phone or something?" She goes, "It's not our phones. Our phones are right here." And like everyone had their phones, and like the phones are on the table. She's like, "Oh, our phones are right here. We have our phones. They're right here." And you know, again, this whole time, me and Mal are just staring at each other like, what on earth? And finally, Mal speaks up. And Mal's like, maybe someone lost a phone.
It was intermittent that it was going off, too.
Like,
it wasn't constant.
Like, maybe someone lost a phone and they're trying to call it to, like, find it. And the lady was like, huh. And the guy that was with her, the husband, was like, that's a good thinking right there. And I'm like, please, just get me out of this hell. And so then they start looking around, like looking under the table, under the booths. There's 2 other servers helping them look, like all over the booth, the section next to them. Like everyone, and this has been going on now for like over 10 minutes. And this lady has been so vocally like upset about all this. Finally, it's been over 10 minutes. They're looking. That music's driving me crazy. The music's driving me crazy. Finally, she goes, wait a minute. Oh, it's my watch. It's my watch. It was my watch. I wanted to just scream. Oh my God, I could have choked that woman. At what level of stupidity must you be at to not understand it's your watch? And I explained this to the vlog. Everyone's got moments. Everyone's got like a time when you're gonna do something stupid. I get it. There's always gonna be a moment where you're like, oh, I did it dumb. But there's like a threshold, man. There's like a certain level that you get a pass on. And I don't know that you get a pass on my watch has been making loud noise for 15 minutes and I didn't know. I've got so many questions. Why didn't you know what your watch sounds like? Is this a new watch? How do you not hear the proximity of the sound? How do you not understand that the sound that you're hearing above you from the speakers is different than this, in that the servers have no idea? Anyway, at the very least, it made for a really fun story. So, it was... I don't know what kind of watch it was.
I didn't see it.
But it was apparently playing music. Just thought I would share. Anyway. 300 bits. From Jesse. Who says, hey y'all, haven't been able to tune in quite a while, sadly. However, I'm super glad to be here. If I just come in, gift a sub, cheer, and dip, but whatever. Have you now listened to both the third movement of the jazz video medley and also I Am by Q-Mu? I don't think I've done those. I don't think I've heard the jazz medley yet. Have you?
No.
When did that come out?
I don't know. Oh, there's Kepler.
Did you get lonely?
Angel.
Lonely. I remember you telling me to listen to I Am. I didn't. I just forgot. And eventually I will, because I will revisit Q-Mu's page and get all the new stuff. I haven't done that in a while. One of the things that I've been meaning to do for a long time is many years ago I downloaded the entirety of the YouTube audio library, and I need to do that again because
there's new stuff.
This is how much music that I got off of the YouTube audio library, like years ago. There's like 2,000 songs, and it was like, man, this is really a lot of great music. But I've been using that music now for a long time, and now compared to what they have, it's like this much. Like there's like, I don't know, 10,000 or more songs in the YouTube audio library now, and I need to re-download that. So in addition to having music from artists like Q-Mu and Carlos and Amelie and things like that, the YouTube audio library is actually just swelled, and I need to deal with that, but it's very time consuming to do.
Come on.
Soon.
You're halfway.
Soon. Are you coming up? Come on. There's your encouragement.
Sweethearts.
Hi, Stinker. Anyway, Thank you, Jesse, for the bits. 500 bits also from Chemist2020, who says, "You thought you were caught up on alerts." No one expected the Terminator. I mean, I'll be honest, when I woke up this morning, I wasn't expecting Terminator
big boy.
cheers, but life comes at you fast. Sometimes it comes at you very fast, and it won't stop coming, and you're running as fast as you can, and it can morph into things.
Ah, your leg. It's caught in a bear trap.
Brittany B resubscribes for 5 months. Thank you, Brittany. We got a 2-month sub from Mega Melee Plus. 3-month sub, actually. Hi, grandparents. Finally at Triple Plus. Triple Plus. Keep up the amazing work. We will. We will fill all of the alerts with sheep stomach. Triple. That's what it. Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Dog. Putting Dog at 1 month. Thank you, Yankee Gal. I also...
He isn't dead. Shy surprise.
It's a good video.
It's a good video.
I also wanted to pump up a little bit. The vlog that's going to be coming out today. It's not done. And I'm.
Can you see his face?
On the thing?
Yeah.
Almost certainly not. Just a little. He's in the little corner there. In the little corner. I've been working on. I worked on the blog all day yesterday, and I'm excited for people to see it. It's something I have. I can safely say I've never done before. There has never been a vlog like this. It is something completely new and unique, and I will probably only ever do it once because it took me all day yesterday, and it's not quite done. But it was I don't want to give it away because it'll be coming out later, but I was heavily inspired by Dragon Quest. Heavily inspired by Dragon Quest. So I'm looking forward to it. And this is before China. This is technically not the China vlogs. This is a boulder I gave myself, you know, for fun. Because sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun. Got a 2-month sub from Irith, which says, starting a new job means I can finally catch your breakfast streams again when I wake up in time. Hooray! Well, Irith, I'm glad that you could be here, and congrats on 2 months. Appreciate it. And with that, again, you're telling Chaz. Chaz doesn't have to know. Chaz is in a meeting. I did tell, Chaz actually knows, he doesn't know what I did. It's still a secret to him, but
it's a secret to me too. And you were like, "Don't tell Chaz."
Yeah, I haven't even told Mal. I'm gonna show you today.
You were like, "Chaz doesn't need to know."
Chaz doesn't need to know. But I told Chaz I was working on something that I was like, "Listen, I gave myself a lot of extra work because it was something unique and it's something I wanted to do." And he's like, "You got to do what you got to do." He's like, "Just, you know, don't be stupid." And I was like, Okay. So, yeah, it should be out today. I worked on it all day yesterday, and right before I went to bed, it was basically done. It needs to be tested. I tested it in chunks. I haven't tested it start to finish. Assuming it works start to finish, it probably needs like another hour of tweaks, and it'll be ready. It'll be fun. It'll be really neat. Yes, Brandon, it has to be play tested. And then we'll be good. It's fun! It's fun and exciting. Thomas says, I know playtesting. No, it has to be me. It'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. Otherwise, today is a Tuesday, so back to Link's Awakening VODs on Stephen Plays. And don't forget that Link's Awakening will be getting finished up on Friday. We should be doing our last stream of it on Friday. Charlie Roger K. Steven takes on work. Chaz 1,000 miles away. Is that what that is? Huh? What? Are you a little stinker?
Oh, he does not like being called stinker.
But he stinks.
He doesn't stink.
Do you have a smell?
No.
No? I bet if I smelled your beans, I bet they're not, like, minty fresh. Because you're an animal. You're a wild animal. brought you into our home and said, just live here. He's falling asleep. He's a cutie. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. As I said before, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're finishing Link's Awakening. Extra Life is next Saturday, November 2nd. You can get donations in now. And I strongly, strongly urge anyone who is interested in that to get early donations in. They make a huge difference in getting games played. Odama clearly has an early lead. And like, that's fine. There will be more games played. Don't forget that just $25 gets your game eligible for roulette, and that could make a big difference as well. So, yeah. And then otherwise, we'll see you Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday at
9 a.m. Eastern.
9 a.m. Eastern for more breakfast stream. Oh, and Ramen64 used 100 bits. Thanks. I thought I'd get that, squeeze that in right at the end there.